Hello, happy Tuesday afternoon, Redesign with Prima Group. My name is Leah and I'm the owner of Leah Noell Design Co and a brand ambassador here at Redesign with Prima. And I'm coming to you today in my shop and we are going to paint, voila, an apron. So if you're not familiar, Prima Marketing Inc. has these awesome aprons, okay? And they're fabric. They also have canvas bags. And I thought this would be a great time to actually paint this apron right here with you today. Well, I painted it already, but I'm gonna add the transfers today. So if this is your first time here, let me know. Say hello as you guys come on. And I'm gonna give you a great demonstration today. If you're wondering how I blended this paint and how I did this, I posted a video in this group and on my page earlier today so that you could see the paint blending. It's kind of in fast forward, but you can just kind of see what the paint blending is like. And my inspiration for doing this is, have you guys ever seen Pendleton wool blankets? And I have one and it's inside. But the Pendleton wool blankets are really cool. They're all different colors. Usually they're earthy tones. I kind of went bright here. And they have these like folk art designs on them. So this is folk one. And I am gonna apply this to this apron to make it look like it is like a Pendleton wool blanket. So I'm really excited about it. And I was gonna wear this, but yesterday was my birthday and my mom made me 4 new aprons. So I'm probably gonna do a giveaway or something with this apron right here because I just got 4 new ones from my mom. So we're gonna do this together. What I've learned about, sorry, the camera is awkward sometimes. What I've learned about doing fabric, I want you to be able to see this, so if you can't see, let me know. What I've learned about doing fabric is that, so this is painted, so I have a painted base, so I could go right on this painted fabric with my transfers because the paint acts as a base. If I'm doing, like, if I just want to go straight on the burlap, this is a pretty burlap color. And you can kind of see underneath, well, it was this like pretty burlap. If I want to go straight on the burlap, or say I have like a jean jacket, I'm going to be painting a jean jacket soon, and I just want to go straight onto the jean jacket, I would want to use Modge Podge as a base. So you just want something as a base to where your transfer can kind of stick to it. And we will be sealing this today with Modge Podge fabric sealer because it's a little bit more stretchy than any other sealer. So this stuff was kind of hard to find. I finally found it at Hobby Lobby. I think Michael's has it, but I haven't been able to get it to Michael's. And Amazon was all out. So I bought 2 bottles. So Modge Podge for fabric is some awesome stuff. So let's get started. I don't see comments yet, and I don't know if it's because you guys are quiet or if I just can't see them. So if you're here, say hi, please. And I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna zoom this in so you can see more of the project and less of me. So you'll be able to see my hands, but I really want you to be able to see, you might not be able to see my face, but I want you to be able to see the project. So this folk art one comes in 3 pieces, and we definitely want this bottom piece because it has a lot of good coloring to it. It has a lot of the black, and this is actually gonna fit pretty much the width of the apron. So this is gonna go on first, and this is pretty much gonna fit right here. And then this one is gonna go, this one looks like it matches up second. I didn't realize that. Okay, so this one matches up to this one. And then up here, we could just kind of have like one of these designs, which is cool because then I can reuse this on something else. I can just use one of these designs. Because this one, I thought this went in the middle, but it doesn't, which this makes more sense. And I like that better. Okay, let's get started. Oh, here, look, it's right here in the back. So you have these 2, which I have right here, and then the top one I guess you could just line it up right here, but I'm just gonna cut one out and kind of leave this top kind of clean looking. Oh, there's the comments. Hi, Sandy. Will you be able to wash the apron with the transfer on it? I believe you need to hand wash it. Yes, hand wash it. The transfers are really durable. As far as like when I get them on my skin, like say I get some on my skin, I have a hard time getting it off. So I would say just hand wash it, but it should stay on pretty well. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and peel my backing off. Can you guys see okay? And this is really nice. This is about the width of this apron. The apron is from Redesign with Prima too. So the apron, is a Prima product. And it's heavy duty. Pull it up a little. I kind of want it to be centered. Let me just stand right here for a second and center this. I love it already. Okay, that's center. All right, so I have it center. Now do I have it level? I'll make sure it's level. Pull it down just a little. I want this to cover. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just start rubbing it on. And I'm gonna start from the center and work my way out. This is already adding a ton of character to this. It's going on pretty easy. Let me bring you in closer so that you can really see what's going on. Hi, Rachel. Okay, I think you can see better now. So it's going on pretty easy. It seems like it's going on easier than it does with furniture. Good morning. Is it morning by you? It just hit noon here. I'm just getting out to my shop. We traveled a little this weekend. My daughter, my stepdaughter, bought a house in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we went out there. We drove out Sunday and we came home yesterday. And we left my son, who's 15, there for 2 weeks. Because he was like, the other day at dinner, he's like, I just want to get away from you guys. And we're like, dude, you're 15. We get it. Why don't you go stay with your sister for a couple weeks? He's like, okay. Could you imagine at 15 years old having to stay with your parents in quarantine? Like, I wouldn't have made it. I would have been like, bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. This is going on really, really easily. So you can kind of, I don't know if you could see on camera, but I can tell very easily which parts are rubbed down and which parts aren't. It's very easy to tell. And I'm gonna let that kind of wrap around maybe, if it will. But it's kind of getting that Pendleton wool look to it already. If you don't know what Pendleton wool is, you can look them up on Pinterest. They're a blanket company. I don't know, I think they have coats too. They have coats, they're like a wool company. I just have a blanket that was given to me. They're kind of expensive, but they're worth it. We have had a Pendleton wool blanket, you know, since I can remember. And it's just really cool stuff. I want to get this whole side before I move on. And I can see, like, I could totally see, I don't know if you guys can. Let me just bring you in a little closer. But right here, it's all grayish looking. And you can really see that it's on there. But I'm applying quite a bit of pressure. But it's transferring really nicely. So have any of you guys actually ever done a transfer on fabric before? I've seen them done on couches and chairs and all sorts of cool stuff. How do you keep it to stay on the material? Do you seal it? If so, what do you seal it with? I am going to seal it with Modge Podge fabric and tissue. Now, I had asked some of the other ambassadors from Redesign if they've sealed it with anything else, and they all said the best thing to seal it with is the Modge Podge because it has the flexibility for fabric in it. Now, when you wash it, you're going to want to hand wash it. I know one of them had even said that they used the decor waxes, the Prima decor waxes, specifically Eternal, on it and washed it in the washing machine on a light setting and had no problems with like any of the products coming out. And I think about it and I'm like, you know, when I get this stuff on my clothes, it does, like paint especially, it doesn't come out. And I was saying earlier, like if I get the transfer on my skin, it doesn't just rub off. I mean, it comes off my skin. Everything seems to come off her skin, but it doesn't just like rub off. It takes a little while. I kind of want to go in this back and forth motion because if I'm pushing it this way, the fabric is moving. The fabric's actually moving. So I kind of want to keep it, I don't want to do that like I was doing because it's pushing the transfer. It's moving the whole transfer. Lewin. You're welcome, Sophia. Yeah, this transfer is cool. I thought I would use it on a dresser, but then when I started looking at this apron and I was trying to think of a design for it, the Pendleton wool I couldn't get it out of my head. And I'm like, that would be so cool on an apron. I was even thinking of doing some pinks, but I decided just to kind of keep it simple. Do you guys ever get like so many ideas going through your head? So many ideas. And then you're like, it's hard to keep things simple, but then when you do, you feel grateful, or you feel like, wow, that really turned out good, and I didn't have to do so many things to it. I just did a green hutch like that where I was like, I'm just gonna keep it simple. And my arm's starting to get tired. I'm ready for the gym to open back up. Anyone else? I need to get back in there for my sanity. This has been my only workout, rubbing transfers on things, lifting furniture. All right, we're almost there, you guys, and then we'll lift it and we'll see what it looks like. Thank you, Rachel. I love doing a variety of different styles. And you guys, I cannot, like Lewin's on here, she can hand paint gorgeous things. She could just hand paint so many pretty things. I can't do that. I can't even paint a flower really. So the transfers really make it easy for me to like express my creativity and have art on pieces without having to hand paint it. Like I could not hand paint this. I guess maybe I shouldn't say I can't. I probably could, but I don't have the patience to learn or the desire to. So the transfers really make it easy for me and for a lot of other people. They like, you know, learning an art, it takes a lot of time. But I really like being able to have designs like this without having to know how to hand paint it or ask somebody else to do it. You guys, this is coming out really good. We're almost ready to lift it. I love it already. We're gonna have some excess here, which is fine. Hi, Angie. Sandy, your son is excited to go to the gym today. Said it was almost like Christmas. I feel that. Oh, I am not one to really like, I'll go for a walk outside, but I really enjoy lifting weights and doing and tanning and doing all the things at the gym. And it's not open for us yet. I think it opens June 1st, but I am ready. Because I just feel like I just want to exercise. Almost there. One more little right here. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of rub this edge right here to get this excess off. I'm kind of letting this go onto this napkin. I just want it to fall off. Hi, Marmon. Miriam. I can't read today. So you could do this on pillows. You could do it on, I've seen people do it on actually on couches that they've painted, like a painted sofa. Where else have I seen? I've seen them on chairs, upholstered chairs. Prima actually has another canvas bag that they carry that you could use this on. All right, let's peel it up. Let's see if it's gonna go. I just wanna make sure it's all down. It's really easy to see on the fabric, the parts that aren't down. Much easier to see on the fabric than it is on furniture. At least this one, maybe because it's black. Okay. Oh, wow, that looks good. Look at that. So that's adhered really well. That looks good. I think it's straight. I hope it's straight. It's straight enough. No, that just looks like paint right on there. I don't really know what the transfers are. I don't know if they're paint or, I assume they feel like paint on here. Like this feels like something I would buy in a store. But it's bendable. It feels kind of silky. But that's adhered really well. Now, like I said, I will seal it with Modge Podge once it's all done. I may even add some decor waxes. I was thinking of adding some pink through here. But let's go ahead and line up the second one. And let's do it over this pocket and see if we could actually get it straight. Doesn't that look cool, Angie? Thank you. All right, so the second one, we're just gonna line right up. And it's starting to look like that Pendleton wool. So when I'm lining them up, I just kind of try to find a spot where, like right here, I'm looking at these two diamonds. I'm gonna overlap them a little. All right, so this matches up, these aren't. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. It's kind of a hard one to match up because it's not like a flower, it's a design. So this is a little off right here. This is a little off right here, but I'm not gonna worry about it because everything else lines up just fine. We're gonna go over this pocket right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna adhere this part. And I'm gonna remember this is an apron. And so it's gonna be bunched up like you see my apron right here. Hey, Angie. Oh, let me move this up so you can see. Hello, Joanne. So I'm just going to get this bottom line first, and then I'm going to move up this time. Here I moved from the center out. Here I'm going to move up because I have to go over this pocket. And so I'm going to start here and go up. It's a little disconnected right here, but that's okay. I'm not ever really going for perfection. When I try to go for perfection, it makes me hate my project, and it usually ends up looking really bad, or I'll redo it. And so I've just learned with art and everything, I don't ever go for perfection, because it's not supposed to be perfect. If somebody wants something perfect, buy it at the store. That's kind of been my theory. Whether you agree with that or not, that's just how I work. When I pull this off, you're never gonna know. All right, so we're gonna work on this side a little bit, and then we're gonna come up the center. Yes, this is from Prima. This is from Prima. The apron is from Prima. They also have canvas bags, which are really cool. They've been out for a while, and I don't know if anyone's really, I've seen a couple around, but they're cool. All right, so I'm starting to get over that pocket. I'm gonna go all the way up, and then I'm gonna do the pocket last. Sorry, my table's a little squeaky. Is anyone working on any projects today? I actually had some furniture dropped off free here yesterday, which never happens to me. Free furniture with free delivery. I wasn't even home. I came home and I had furniture just waiting for me. It's glorious. I'm starting to go in on that pocket just a little. All right, let's get this one down. I love this black against the white. I'm gonna come around this side and I'm gonna get this pocket last. So I'm kind of gonna I'm gonna pull this down. sure my strap's not under there. Thanks, Roz, for all the, thank you for answering questions. Yeah, the Modge Podge will be applied last. And I'm hoping we'll have time to do that today. Oh, my watch died. Yeah, we should have time to do that today because we're just going to put one more up here, and then we're going to apply the Modge Podge. And one of the things, I don't ever want to rush a transfer because that's when you make mistakes. Big mistakes. It is one of those, like, transfers are one of those things you really have to finesse and take your time with. But, I mean, come on, this whole thing's going to be done. Literally, it's probably going to take me from start to finish maybe an hour and 15. If I count the 15 minutes it took me to, well, actually it was only 12 minutes that it took me to paint it last night. And then I let it dry overnight. I let the paint dry overnight. It's just one coat of paint. And then this is going to probably take an hour and it's going to be done. It's going to be totally done. Like I said, my mom sewed me, for my birthday, my mom made me 4 aprons. And I know they'd all took her longer than an hour. And this is kind of cool because then you get whatever design you want. This has a nice like hoodie style pocket in it. And I don't know if I'm going to paint my string or not. I don't think I am. I got a little paint on it right here. But I don't think I am. And I kind of like the way this transfer makes this look a little worn, if you could see. Okay, so I pretty much have everything adhered. Let me finish this top and then we're gonna do this pocket right here. It's going onto the fabric really nicely, you guys. Oop. Okay. So now I'm going to go over the edges of the pocket and just kind of start going over the pocket. So if you guys haven't heard, we have some new molds coming out. Redesign has new molds coming out. I'll be showing some sneak peeks on my page today, I hope. And next week, I'm thinking I'm going to be using some of them live here. Next Tuesday, I think, is our release date. If next Tuesday is June 1st, I will be using the new molds live with you guys. And showing you how to use molds. So if that's something you're interested in, I will be doing that next week. I'm really excited. We have some molds that I know a lot of you guys have been asking for. I've had a couple of them since the beginning of May, and I'm super excited because I have some really cool stuff that I've done with them. And I haven't been able to show anyone. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of go over and look and see which parts are kind of black. Oh, hi Kathleen. This transfer is folk art, folk 1. I don't think it's folk art, it's just folk 1. So I can really see, and I know you guys probably can't see on camera, but I can see which parts on the fabric, I can see which parts are not adhered. Just the little bits. A lot more than I can on furniture. So it's actually a little easier to apply this transfer to fabric. So I'm just gonna go over those little parts. And then we're gonna design the top. All right, so let's go ahead and peel this up. This is the point where I start getting lazy with the transfer. I mean, I do. You know, if you've ever done a transfer, you know there's a point where you're like, okay, is it on? Like, come on. Like right here, you're like, this is good. I got this. I got this. And then you get to the second one and you're like, all right, people, is this on? I think it's good enough. So I really want to like resist the urge to pull this before it's ready. And so I just have a couple spots. I'm just going to go ahead and push down because, I mean, let's face it, they aren't cheap. And I want to make sure I get everything adhered well. Okay, so I think we're good. Oh, we're missing some of these little triangle toppers. But the same thing as furniture, as I'm going, if I see a little piece needs to be pushed down, I'll push it down. I can also lay it back down and do it like that. So I have a piece right here, right in that crevice. So I'm just gonna lay it back down and rub it. Perfect. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? So let me show you this too. So like, let's just give myself a temporary tattoo for the day. And if I put this on my skin, which usually it sticks easily, but we'll rub it. It's like a temporary tattoo. If I put it on my fingertips, I cannot get it off. Let me see if I can get it on the back of my hand. But yeah, if you see, it's not rubbing off easily. That's gonna take, that might be there for a while. I don't know how long, but that's gonna take some soap to get off. So you can imagine how durable it is gonna be on this fabric right here. All right, now that I got a cool tattoo hand, let's do the top of this. And so we use, this transfer comes in 3 parts. And we have to find the third now. Where did I put it? In here. In here, because I'm organized like that. Okay, so these two match up. You can't even see that. Let's move this up a little. Let's see the whole thing. Okay, so you guys can kind of see the whole thing now. Let's move this. All right, so you can see the whole thing now. It looks really cool. I'm just gonna pick one of these designs. I'm not sure which one. I mean, honestly, I think this is supposed to be like on top. So it's like, it's almost like it fades, like it's an ombre. Like this is dark and then it fades into these. But I only want one design up here. So I'm just gonna choose one, and this one is kind of speaking to me. So I'm gonna just cut it out, and then I have the rest of these designs for whatever I wanna use them for. I like to use my transfers for more than just one project. And usually I can get a couple projects out of one transfer. So whether I do like another tray or another craft or a jewelry box, I still have all of this left. I just made a cool apron and I still have all of this left. So I'm gonna put this on. I don't even know if I like those little arrowy things, but I think they'll fit like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this one on and then we'll Mod Podge it and we'll be done. Yay. And then I'm gonna stage it and think of some sort of, I'm thinking I'm gonna do some sort of giveaway for it. Something fun. I hope that's enough up there. I think that'll be enough. Because we're gonna seal it. I wanna show you guys how to seal it too. And I know Roz is on here. I want to tell her thank you because she's helped me a lot with figuring out how to apply these transfers like to fabric. This is new. I have been so into furniture and only doing furniture that during this quarantine I started doing a little crafting and it's kept my sanity because I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed like making things for people. Like the little trays that I've made, I made those for Mother's Day and some birthdays, and it's just been fun to do some crafting. Oh yeah, that was the right choice. That was the right choice. Okay, I love it. I do actually really like it. I don't know if we're gonna do a giveaway. I might keep it. No, I have to wear the ones my mom made me. Okay, so I did white up here because I figured that you'd be less likely to get it dirty on top. So I like the white up here and then it kind of fades and it's totally Pendleton wool. Like, come on, this would be like a $500 apron if it was Pendleton wool. Look at that. All with just some paint and some transfers and an apron. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rub this down and make sure it's adhered well. And we have plenty of time to actually do the sealer. I'm gonna go ahead and do the sealer. And we're gonna let it dry. And then I'm gonna stage it and it's gonna be awesome. I didn't paint the inside of the pocket. Okay, we're adhered. How you guys doing? Hi, Sandy. So I will do a giveaway with this one and it'll be easy to ship, so that won't be a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and seal it and I'm gonna use one of my good brushes and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna give it a good shake. So this is $7.99. So this is $8. This is fabric Modge Podge. This was so hard to find. I looked at Amazon and I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it at Menards, of course. Nothing is at Walmart. Like my Walmart and Target are wiped out. So finally my Hobby Lobby opened and I was able to find it there. And if you live in the Merrillville area, I did buy both of them, so sorry. Go to Valpo. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this and we're just gonna spread it on. So what I find is that, let's see. This is supposed to be a little bit more flexible. Let's just read the directions. I'm a direction reader. So apply with a brush or sponge applicator, close container after each use, duh. Clean up while wet. Apply thin coat to the back of fabric and smooth out, place with fingers. Let dry before apply a thin coat to the back of fabric cutout and smooth in place with fingers. Let dry 2 hours before sealing. Okay. Machine washable in 72 hours. That's all we need to know. Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna do pink. You know, I was looking for low-hanging fruit yesterday because I got home, we did some traveling, and I had to paint this, and I'm like, I wanted to do like a Pendleton wool blanket, so I was looking them up, and I saw this color combination, and I thought, oh, that's perfect. Because it's simple. It's not overdone. Let me just stir this. It's really thick. I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna mist my brush like this. And we're gonna go ahead and go for it. Do you guys wanna be a little closer? Let me bring you a little closer. Stuff actually is really sticky. I'll do that off camera because that's going to take a little longer. So I'm going to start right here with this. I'm going to apply a really thin coat. And if I need another coat, I'll add it. Oh, you love that vanity? That one isn't that awesome? That's part of a five-piece it's part of a five-piece bedroom set that I'm working on. And my client, it's probably one of the last customs I'm gonna take because it's been a ton of work. Well, customs are, anyway. She's a really fun client, and she's like, do whatever you want. So I'm like, okay, I'll take you as a custom. I'll take you as a custom. So we're doing bright blues and teals. I'm gonna wet my brush a little more to just kind of let this come out, to let this flow on a little bit more smoothly. I'm trying to go thin, but it kind of feels thick. Look at that. I like to do this because it kind of gets everything. I paint like that a lot. Stippling, so it gets the paint down in there. How can you tell if you need 2 coats? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't think I'll need 2 coats. I've never sealed fabric with Modge Podge before. The last fabric I did was a chair, so it wasn't gonna be like crinkled and worn. I just sealed it with wax. So I would assume I would be able to tell if I needed to seal it again if it just, maybe if it looked uneven, but I don't really see why I would need to seal it again. Sometimes I feel like that's hard to say, like you kind of have to make that decision on your own. And to tell you the truth, now that I'm coming into this white, I should have started from the top down in case any of my colors, like while my brush was super clean. And I bought 2 bottles of Modge Podge, and I'm using it now, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna go through 2 bottles of this stuff. Like, I didn't even use that much of it. Roz, can you answer that question? I mean, how would you know if you had to do 2 coats? If you're still on here? doing it, I don't foresee that I will need 2 coats. There's like nothing that's indicating like, oh, you're gonna need another coat. It seems like it's just sealing up really nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and just get it over the paint. And I was considering adding some of the pink Finnabar waxes, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. I think it's just perfect how it is. I love it. I'm actually gonna go over this white part with a clean brush. And the reason I'm gonna do that is there's just some debris in it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe it away. Okay. It's perfect. All right, you guys, it is good to go. Oh, just what I said? Okay, thank you. All right, you guys, so that is how you add a transfer to an apron or fabric or that kind of thing. And then if you were to add, like if you were to add a transfer to like a couch or something, I don't think you would have to seal it with the Modge Podge. I think the Modge Podge is more like a good sealer for things that are gonna be stretchy and moved around like an apron or a bag or a shirt. So I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna go ahead, once this dries, I'm gonna stage it up, and I'm gonna do a giveaway on my page. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna give this away to somebody, some way, somehow, and we're gonna have some fun with it, and one of you guys will get this in the mail. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week here at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time on the Redesign with Prima page. Have a great one. Bye-bye.